Oh, we're going in hot.
Okay. Ooh, welcome back to EKG.
This is Ejax.
And this is Cloudy.
And this is Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm currently being hunted by bounty hunters.
Yeah, I want you to know, for those who watched last episode, there was 0 seconds between me complaining about my weird, dumb end card bit thing I always do,
And now.
and us getting shot.
Oh, shit.
Like, it was like, literally like, I was like, yeah, join us next time.
fuck's still shooting?
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah. Also, join us next time. That, like, became, like, the official, like, thing. Like,
Oh!
Oh, my God.
Jesus!
Ray fucking
Oh!
my
He was
God.
gonna shoot me in the face!
Hey, effective way to kill a guy.
Holy shit. That was just a farmer, too. That wasn't even a bounty hunter.
Dude, fucking
Alright, I'm gonna die. Holy
Luke
balls.
Kuechly out here fucking...
Yeah, dude, that dude came in like a fucking rocket. He came out of nowhere.
Randy Orton. That fucking Goldberg just hit you with the spear.
Honestly, though, that was insane. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's the whole fucking farm. Ooh, I'm gonna end up. Where did their horses go?
In the back.
Fuck. I hate that so much. That's gonna be my sole motivator to stop playing this game eventually.
Every time you say horses, I'm like, oh, they're in the back.
They're in the back.
You know the horse tag? Yeah, it's attached.
Is it attached?
Yeah, I think it's attached. God, the clouds look so much better than they did in Witcher. I know
Yeah,
we're playing
right.
on PS4, not the PC now, but
Yeah. Now I'm all muddy.
you have to fucking do that to sprint. That is obnoxious.
Well, you can. Well, if you hold it, you like basically sprint. This is just like to get top speed.
That's so dumb.
I mean, I don't. It's not the worst.
I don't like that at all.
Well, right.
I like to
right,
either
Rockstar.
run or don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'd prefer that.
Yeah.
But
This
like,
game
but
doesn't-
like, I'm not gonna like not play the game.
Oh yeah,
because
no,
of
no,
that.
yeah, no, it's not game break. It's just like one of those things. This game, just does that a lot. With like that, it's more realistic to have more than 2 running speeds, but like, it's not. It's like a gameplay. I want to know how fast I'm going, and I don't want to have to sit there and go.
Yeah, I'm not
fucking
saying
mashing the X button.
it's the most ideal.
Yeah, no. I wonder
Damn
if
it.
there's like a mod for this game that makes it not like the most super hyper realistic
Oh,
with the
shit.
controls and shit, and goes, "Hey, you want to play an actual game?"
Yeah.
It's not, again, this game's a great game. Like at least from what
No, it's got plenty of flaws. I'm not gonna deny that.
every game does. But I also don't like that argument to like defend games. Like when people are like, "Well, no game's perfect." I'm like, "Yeah, but it still means I can talk about what this game did wrong."
Yeah, exactly.
Like Persona 5, love that game. The fact that when the main character dies, the mission, like you have to go back to your last save, even if all 3 other party members are up, makes no fucking sense. Especially because you have items that heal like you have revive items in that game. So when your other party members go down, they can be revived. You can't. That sucks. That's really, everyone's like, well, it's like that in the other Persona games. I'm like, so it's bad in those games too. That's because like if you play Chrono Trigger, a game released like in fucking 1995, 1996, when Chrono dies, doesn't end the mission. You have 3 other fucking teammates. They can revive him. Ah! So yeah, no, games can have flaws, and it's okay to talk about them and say I don't like these things. Just because it's the way things have been done. Oh my God, before doesn't mean it's the right way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at least have a discussion about it. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a problem with that.
It's funny. There was a point in time, like especially around the end of the 90s, when games were coming out. If you released a 2D game in that era, people were like, "Yeah, see, it'd be good, but it's 2D." You know, basically like how you feel about games. But that's how like game reviewers.
Hey, I don't hate 2D games.
Game reviewers were just like they would shit on games for not being 3D. In the generation where 3D looked like butt.
Yeah, exactly.
The N64 is a hideous-looking console. I love Banjo-Kazooie, Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, fucking Smash, fucking Mario Kart. Great fucking console. The games look like vomit.
Yeah.
At least they're colorful.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I love. That's why I can play those games, is because, yeah, they're weird, diagonal, polygonal. Here's a question. Do you prefer that or the really muddy look that you got from, like, the GameCube era? Like, original Xbox, PlayStation, end of PlayStation 1, beginning of PlayStation 2 era. Because end of PlayStation 2, they started to get more smooth in the graphics.
Yeah, definitely.
But, like, do you prefer that muddy look of early PS2, late PS1,
Oh my
early
God.
Xbox, and GameCube era games? Though GameCube does have some, there's exceptions. Like, Metroid Prime looks good. Like, I still think that game, like, it somehow still looks good. Melee looks good. But then there's games like Resident Evil 4 that looks like a muddy mess.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you prefer that, or do you prefer something like Ocarina of Time, where it's like Link is a bunch of triangles in shape? Like you could tell, like that's not a smooth 3D model. That's a bunch of objects. And like Mario 64, where his hands are clubs, but it's bright and colorful and clear.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is this, this is that.
You know, I'll take that for sure.
That's kind of where I stand too.
Like I'll take the blockiness over just like fuzzy.
Yeah, fuzzy. Yeah, it's a good way to describe muddy.
Yeah.
Muddy and fuzzy.
Yep.
A lot of early Xbox, like Halo 1 in its original graphics,
Oh, yeah.
looks muddy.
Looks bad.
Yeah, it's like it's all smushy and gross. It's and that's what bothers me so much about Twilight Princess HD, is that they kind of smooth some stuff out, but they didn't make it any more clear or like contrasting in colors or anything. So it still looks muddy.
Yeah.
And it bothers the shit out of me. I'm like, this game like when they did fucking Wind Waker, the original Wind Waker, it still looks pretty good. Its only problem is it looks a little muddy, even though it's like this cartoony game. But it's bright, it's colorful, it's clear. It's just, it's a product of its time. Mm-hmm. When they remade it, they made it it's gorgeous. The fucking Wind Waker HD is fucking gorgeous. It went a little heavy with the bloom effects, but fuck, Twilight Princess HD. It's not a huge upgrade because it's still fucking muddy.
Yeah. And because when did that come out?
Twilight Princess?
The HD.
2012, 2013?
Okay.
2014?
Yeah, I it's a little like longer than I thought, but it should still be a little better.
Oh, it came out. We were doing EKG. So how long have we been doing this? This is year 4.
So 2016. So yeah, it should have been way better then.
Yeah, because like even like Ocarina of Time 3DS and Majora's Mask 3D, like the other remakes, they're not as smooth because they're on the 3DS, but they're bright and colorful and they're
Yeah,
vibrant.
Exactly.
Why did they not change any of the colors in Twilight Princess HD? It bothers the and what bothers
It makes
me
it look so dull because it's just like the dullness is amplified.
because now it's more clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like in a game where, and that's what bothers me the most about that is in that game, the whole thing is the contrast between the Twilight and the real world, right? The Twilight has like the sepia tone always on it, and then it's got that bright blue and bright red effects, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those two colors do stand out; they pop. But like the sepia barely looks different than the real world. It just looks less. The real world just looks less yellow. Now imagine if it was sepia, but everything was also downscaled in saturation. But then in the real world, it was more colorful and bright. So then the two worlds contrast each other more.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
I mean,
bothers me.
you think it makes sense, but apparently not to most people.
And what bothers me is there's no mods for it either. Like all the texture mods, there's like 3 of them, and they're all just for the Wii version. I'm like, no,
Well,
someone fix the HD one.
Well, although isn't modding kind of easy with Wii's and Nintendo stuff?
Well, on the Wii and the Wii U, yes. Switch, it's still
Yeah,
new.
Switch definitely not, but
It's new, so you just gotta give things time. People crack the code, figure it out. I love modding games, though. I think it's so much fun. Like I
Yeah,
love playing Breath of the
that's-
Wild as Linkle.
yeah, that's what's been great about having PC too. Like mainly just like quality of life mods.
Yeah.
Have been amazing.
Yeah, like Mass Effect. That's what I use a lot of things for. It's like, hey, here's an upgrade to textures. Hey, here's an upgrade to this character's model so they don't look dumb. And hey, here's like, now your allies will not be actually brain dead. They're going to actually fight. And hey, here's a couple weapon balances. Shit like that, where it's like, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not out here like, ugh, everyone's got giant heads. Like, I never do stuff that, like, cheats. If anything, I try to make some games harder, like Breath of the Wild. I'm like, let's do a survival mod. Here we go.
Yeah, it depends on what I want to do. Like The Witcher, I need that like maximum or like infinite carry.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Infinite carrying, I don't see that as a difficulty setting. That's that's a convenience thing.
Yeah.
Inconvenience
That's
is
probably the
not
close I come to cheating.
inconvenience is not challenge.
Yeah, true.
Like
That's a good point.
that's not challenge. It is something you have to deal with. It's something you have to overcome. It's not hard. It's just, all right, I guess I have to get rid of this item. It's just like a thing to manage. It's like, okay. It's like if Breath of the Wild had a carrying thing, I think that game would just fall off a cliff of unplayable. If you couldn't hold as much stuff as you wanted, I don't know if that game, like in terms of like the items, but I don't know, maybe that would help. Who knows? Who fucking knows? I'm not a game designer. I don't know shit. But I don't know. I just think like, yeah, that's a quality of life thing. Like, you know, you can play the game with that setting there.
Yeah,
so
I would just have to make trips to my stash and like constantly move things in and out of it.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's not a game like Resident Evil where the limited storage space is actually part of the game.
Yeah, that's a mechanic.
Yeah, like it's a survival game, like a survival horror. You're meant to always be counting shots.
Yep. And like the fact that part of the game is increasing like your storage space,
Yeah.
like it just makes it that much more.
Yeah, that's the whole point. So who knows?
I just realized I'm doing this like at night. Like I'm literally supposed to like basically be a bodyguard for these women that are doing like a women march,
Yeah.
and it's like nighttime now, so we're about to do this march like at night. So like who's even gonna be there watching?
They need protecting.
Unless
You
it's
know.
just really stormy,
The storms are brewing.
which could be more unfortunate. This
It's,
parade's about to get,
nighttime and it's raining.
literal parade's about to get rained on.
Yeah, he's just,
Although March isn't really a parade.
well, March is, you know, just one step away from April, so.
Ooh,
Miss Calhoun.
I want to not acknowledge that.
I want to not alive myself.
Oh God,
I was gonna say, she's,
why does she have that one strand of hair?
I don't know. Why are the women in this game so not attractive?
Well, it's the early 1900s, late 1800s, so again, no showers, no makeup, really. Well, rich people
I
have
get it, but
makeup.
it's just like the way females are modeled in this game. Like, guys look fine most of the time until they're like a side character and the game doesn't care
Well, I
about
think
them.
it's just like, well, this is the only time you'll see her, so they probably didn't put that much effort into her.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's nighttime. We're doing this at night.
We care about women. We care about rights. We want to vote. We will do it at night.
Because, you know, the best time to do a march in the center of town is at night.
At night.
At night.
I was gonna say. I was hoping you'd pause so you just go.
At night. I should have. I missed the shot.
You missed. You had a layup and you blew it.
Terrible.
I started playing basketball again the other day, and man, it's really weird when like your first like couple shots will actually go in. You're like, what the fuck? And then everything after that is just brick fucking city.
Right. Yeah, God, I haven't shot a basketball in forever.
I like drained a three in some dude's face, did this really nice fucking move to a layup, and then like my lungs were like, all right, and done. I'm like, no game, it's only where it's like 7-2. We need you to focus up. And it's
We
like,
just started.
oh my god. And then like I played like another game where the ball was super inflated, so I'm bouncing off my legs and shit. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. God, that's the overinflated basketballs are the worst.
Yeah, because then you go to like shoot a layup and it's just like ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
just
and it like
fucking-
explodes out. And it's
Yeah.
like good.
You like tap it off the glass as softly as possible, and it just flies out.
It's
of
like cut. Die!
It just ricochets out of the building. All right, ladies, let's move.
That one girl's putting that sang through that other lady. We want votes. We
for
want
women.
rights. We're gonna march here at night. Scuba dooba doop. That guy's got long legs. Wait, that's just the base of the statue. I was fucking wrong. And his name is
Oh,
Greg.
we're on the stairs.
I don't think they care that they're on the stairs. You know, but maybe if they dare.
Do they though?
It's neither here or there.
We are worth more.
Huh?
We are one.
We are
Like
number one.
there's just the one like person just transcending.
Yeah, we are one.
They don't even care about like voting. They're just like,
It's fucking just like the SpongeBob meme where it's like, the body flies away. Yeah, it's like, we are one. Fucking, it's Dr. Manhattan. So just,
lick my balls.
there's this fucking comic where it's like, the Dr. Manhattan killing Rorschach scene where he's just like, it's a shame that Steve Jobs died of ligma, and Rorschach's like, who the hell is Steve Jobs? And he's like, ligma balls, and he does the thing where he kills him. And then someone took the movie scene and dubbed in those lines.
Yeah.
And they, like the fucking sound it makes. Paul, remind me to send it to you. We'll see if it's any way we can save it. It's so fucking funny. I just love when he's just like, lick my balls.
Oh, help, Bo. His cousin is a
With the
And then like
night
not
owl.
just screaming, but it's just like the first second of the scream, and it sounds like the bass boosted effect is still on the voice, so it's just like
Yeah, it's like double the pitch.
it's like it sounds like it's like in a different fucking room. It's so funny. Fucking love that video.
Damn, Arthur's hair's getting long too.
Yeah, right. He's got that. Like, didn't we chop up his beard into chaps, or was that only Geralt that we did that too?
That was just Geralt.
We just let his beard grow out until he dies.
Yeah, I'm letting it go wild.
You know what else is pretty wild? When you join us next year here on EKG.
Yes.
God damn it. Why am I this? Who decided I should be this? Not I.